My name is Mike. I'm 39 years old. I build houses for a living. I built my own house with these two hands. Every beam, every nail, every tile in the bathroom. I built it for Sarah, my wife of 12 years, and for my kids, Noah, 8, and Emma, 5. I thought we were living the American dream. Big house in the suburbs, 2 cars, Sunday barbecues. But the dream is fragile. It breaks easier than cheap drywall. It happened on a Friday. I came home early from the job site. I wanted to surprise the kids with tickets to the monster truck show. I pulled into the driveway. The garage door was open. My heart stopped. Sarah's car was gone. But not just her car. Inside the house, it looked like a tornado had hit. But a selective tornado. The TV was gone. The computers were gone. The safe was wide open and empty. But the worst part? The kids' rooms. Empty. Their beds were stripped. Their toys were gone. My first thought wasn't, "She left me." My first thought was, kidnapping. I panicked. I called Sarah's phone. Voicemail. I called the school. "Mrs. Miller picked up the children at noon, sir. She said there was a family emergency." I was about to call 911 when a police cruiser pulled into my driveway. 2 deputies got out. I ran to them. "Officer, thank God! My wife, my kids, they're gone!" The deputy didn't look concerned. He looked at me with a cold, hard stare. He put his hand on his holster. "Mr. Michael Henderson?" "Yes, please, you have to help me find them." "Sir, I need you to step away from the residence. You are being served with a temporary restraining order, TRO." I froze. "What?" He handed me a stack of papers, thick, heavy papers. I read the first page. Petitioner, Sarah Henderson. Allegations: immediate threat of physical violence, verbal abuse, alcoholism, unstable behavior. She claimed I hit her. She claimed I threatened to make the kids disappear. "This is a lie," I screamed. "I never touched her. I don't even drink." "Sir, you have 10 minutes to grab your personal essentials and vacate the property. If you return within 500 feet, you will be arrested. Your wife and children are in a safe location." A safe location? She stole my children. She cleaned out our bank accounts. I checked the app while standing there. Balance, $0. And she used the law to kick me out of the house I built. As I was throwing some clothes into a trash bag, watching the cops watch me like I was a criminal, a car drove by slowly. A black Mercedes. I knew that car. It belonged to Greg. Greg was our financial advisor, the guy who managed our retirement funds, the guy who came to our Christmas parties in a $2,000 suit. He was driving. And in the passenger seat, wearing sunglasses, looking straight ahead, was Sarah. She wasn't scared. She wasn't running for her life. She was moving in with him. I spent that night in a Motel 6 by the highway. I sat on the stained bedspread, reading the court papers. She wanted everything. Full custody, spousal support, child support, the house, the business. And she had a lawyer who cost $500 an hour, paid for with my money that she took from the joint account. I was homeless. I was broke. And I was labeled a wife-beater in the public record. I called my kids. No answer. I felt a darkness taking over. The kind of darkness where men do stupid things. But then, I remembered something. Something Sarah didn't know. Something that Greg, with all his money and arrogance, hadn't checked. 2 weeks ago, we had a new babysitter start. A teenager from the neighborhood. I'm a paranoid guy when it comes to my kids, so I installed a Nanny Cam. Not a cheap one you buy at Walmart. a high-end, hidden camera disguised as a smoke detector in the living room. It records audio and video directly to a private cloud server that only I have the password for. Sarah thought she took the DVR when she took the computers. She didn't know about the cloud. I opened my laptop. My hands were shaking. I logged in. I scrolled back to Friday morning, and I pressed play. Living in a motel for 3 months changes a man. You eat ramen. You wash your underwear in the sink. You count every quarter. But I had something that kept me warm at night. I had the video. I didn't show it to anyone. Not yet. My lawyer, a gritty old guy named Saul, told me to wait. Wait for the deposition, Mike. Let them lie under oath. That's when we catch them. The day of the deposition came. This is where lawyers ask questions on the record, before the trial. Sarah was there. She looked like a victim. No makeup, modest clothes. Greg was there too, for support. He looked smug. He was touching her hand. Her lawyer started attacking me. "Mr. Henderson, isn't it true you have a temper? Isn't it true you threw a chair?" I answered calmly, "No." Then it was my lawyer's turn. He looked at Sarah. "Mrs. Henderson, you claim you fled the house because you were in fear for your life, correct?" "Yes," she sobbed. "He was screaming. He said he would kill us." "And you claim you have never conspired with anyone to frame your husband?" "Never. I just wanted to protect my babies." "And Mr. Greg Miller, what is your relationship with him?" "He is just a friend, helping me in a crisis." My lawyer nodded. He pulled out a laptop. "I'd like to enter Exhibit A into the record. Video footage from the Henderson residence, dated Friday, October 14th, 9 a.m., 3 hours before the police arrived." Sarah's face went pale. Greg frowned. I pressed play. On the screen, the living room was clear. Sarah was there, but she wasn't crying. She was laughing. She was on the phone. Speakerphone. "Sarah, he's coming home at 2. Are you sure this will work, Greg?" Greg's voice, clear as day. "It's foolproof, babe. Just mess up the house. Take the cash, call 911 and say he hit you. The cops in this county always side with the mom. We get the TRO, he gets kicked out. Then we force him to settle." "Sarah, what about the kids? Noah is asking why we're packing." Greg, "Tell them Daddy is sick. Tell them Daddy is dangerous. Coach them, Sarah. If they don't say they're scared, the judge might give him visitation. We need full custody so we can move to Aspen." Sarah, "You're a genius. I can't wait to be rid of that loser. His dirty boots are ruining my vibe." Then the video showed her walking over to a shelf and smashing a vase on the floor herself. To stage the violence. The silence in the deposition room was heavy. Sarah wasn't crying anymore. She was shaking. Greg stood up. "This is illegal! You can't record us!" My lawyer smiled. "Actually, Greg, in Texas, inside your own home, you can record whatever you want. And since you admitted to conspiracy to commit fraud, perjury, and filing a false police report, I think we're done here." But I wasn't done. "There's one more thing," I said. I looked at Greg. "I noticed in the video you talked about moving the assets. I did some digging. You transferred $200,000 from my business account to an offshore shell company. That's wire fraud. That's federal." I pointed to the door. "I didn't just bring my lawyer today. I called the FBI." As if on cue, the door opened. 2 agents in suits walked in. Greg tried to run. It was pathetic. They cuffed him against the wall. Sarah started screaming. "Mike! Mike, I didn't mean it! He made me do it! I love you!" I looked at her. The woman I slept next to for 12 years. The mother of my children. You coached our kids to lie, I said softly. You told them their father was a monster. You don't love anyone but yourself. I walked out of that room. I drove to my house. The police had lifted the restraining order an hour ago. I walked in. It was still messy. It still felt empty. But then I heard a car. My sister-in-law, who hated what Sarah did, brought the kids back. Noah ran to me. "Daddy, Mommy said you were bad." I fell to my knees and hugged them. I hugged them until my arms hurt. Daddy's not bad, buddy. Daddy's here. And I'm never letting you go. Sarah is awaiting trial for fraud and perjury. She lost all custody rights. Greg is looking at 10 years in federal prison. I'm raising the kids alone. It's hard. I'm tired. But tonight, we're ordering pizza. We're watching a movie. And nobody is lying to us. I built this house with my hands. They tried to tear it down with lies. But the foundation was stronger than they thought.